I probably shouldn't have that. All right, so I'm gonna, yeah, things aren't really looking any better today, but they're not looking as bad as I thought they were gonna look. I think the brunt of the storm hit while I was sleeping. You know, the conditions are not right for what I want to do. But here's the thing, it doesn't change what I want to do. The goal hasn't changed. The conditions have changed. I want to be riding my bike today. I'm not going to be riding my bike today. I'm going to be running today. But that doesn't change the goal. I'm having to adjust my course a little bit. You know, I've got sore legs. The weather's not cooperating. That may change the way I feel about the goal. That may change the way I train for the goal. That doesn't change the goal. That hasn't changed at all. Okay? This shit still has to get done. I can't do what I want to do today, but I can do something today. I can't do it comfortably today, but it can still get done. So, off we go. And you know what? I think I'm gonna wear a hat today. Yesterday I really wished that I had a hat.
But there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around.
Okay, so here I am. I suspect I'm about 2 miles into this now. And I would, again, just like yesterday, I would love to report to you that everything is going well. But it's really not. I started out on a set of legs this morning that really suggested that I'm not going to leave the house. And I came out, I got about 2 miles into this, and they hurt every bit as much as I suspected that they would. And it would be easy to focus on that. Yep, I thought they were gonna hurt, and sure enough, they do. But here's the thing about that. In spite of how bad they hurt, in spite of how unconditioned they are for running, in spite of the conditions, in spite of everything, I am still moving forward. I would like to be moving forward without any pain, but it's very comforting for me to know that I can continue to move forward in pain, because with what my goal is, the majority of my time is going to be spent in pain. Okay, so that's it. The run is over. Ended up being about 3.5 miles, 3.6 miles. I'll have to look. Yeah, that run was probably the second worst thing I could have done today. All right? You know what the worst thing I could have done today is? Nothing. All right? Remember this, guys. The best thing you can do is the right thing. The second best thing you can do is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can possibly do is nothing. Don't do nothing. Okay, guys, so that's the run. All right? And I wanted to talk to you about something real quick. I'll try to make this short and sweet. I've been getting knocked around a lot over the past 2 or 3 months. For the couple of you that actually follow me, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but the financial problems, the car, the injuries, things like that. I've encountered a few obstacles. I've been knocked off course, as it were. And one of the things that's been bugging me for the past couple of months is that I've always had this idea that once I get knocked off course, that's it. I'm not going to be able to get back on course. Everybody always tells you, stay the course, stay on course. Don't get knocked off course. That's what everybody tells you. That's what I've always said. That's what I've always believed. Whatever you do, don't let anything distract you. Do not get knocked off course. But in the past week or maybe two, I've had a bit of an epiphany. I've revisited, I should say, the whole never get knocked off course thing. And what I've decided over the past couple of weeks, in particular, the past couple of months in general, is this. It is absolutely impossible to stay on course. You are always going to get knocked off course. You might as well get comfortable being off course, because that's where you're going to spend the majority of your time. What you need to do is not lose sight of the destination. Don't lose sight of the goal. The goal doesn't change. I was talking about that at the beginning of the video. My goal hasn't changed. My course has changed a little bit due to circumstances within my control that I fucked up and circumstances outside of my control. I've been knocked off course. In fact, I've spent the majority of the past 3 months off course. But I'm going to give you an example, and to do this, I have enlisted a visual aid. And if there's any pilots out there, they will attest to what I'm about to tell you. So let me show you something. All right, can you see this? This is your plane. This is your destination or your goal. You, your goal. And this line right here, that's your course. This is the plan you laid out. That's the way it's supposed to go. Okay? So you set out heading towards your goal, your destination. Let me show you what actually happens, though. All right? You just gotta bear with me for a second. All right. Let me show you what actually happened. And any pilot will also tell you this. Once you get up into the atmosphere, that's probably not right, but I'm not a scientist. Once you get high in the air, 25, 30, 35,000 feet, the winds up there make the winds we feel down here look very insignificant. All right, they're 250, 300 mile per hour winds. So immediately what starts to happen is you get knocked off course. So you readjust, and you get knocked off course again. And you readjust, and you get knocked off course again, so on, so forth. But ultimately, because that pilot knows where he's going, he ends up at his final destination. And he understands that he's going to spend the majority of his time off course. He never loses sight of his goal, his destination. All right? That's kind of what's been happening to me. What happens to me is I start off on my course. I have a good plan, a very solid plan. I start off on it, and life throws me a punch, and I end up over here. A lot of times, myself in particular, people in general, as soon as they get knocked off course that first time, that's it. I'm never going to make it back. I'm never going to get where I'm going. That's because you're focusing on the course. You're focusing on the plan. Oh, no, my plan didn't work. I'm a failure. No, you're not a failure because the course or the plan you chose didn't work. You're only a failure if you lose sight of that. Okay, this is not nearly as important as the destination. All right? Set a course for your destination. But don't spend all your time worrying about the course. Spend all of your time focusing on the destination. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. It certainly could have been worse. Guys, that's it. I want to keep it short, sweet, runs over. I enjoyed making the video. I hope that both of you enjoyed watching it. And until next time, this is Resolve Life Training.